Hey guys, Kurz here with you today. Today I want to go over this little painting set we got here. So let me change this camera angle down a hair just so you can kind of see what I'm seeing here. Move that a little bit more. So basically this is just a kind of I guess you can call it a starter set. For me, I really don't think it was a starter set. I only paint really once every maybe 5 years, if that. So for me, I always kind of treat this stuff or look at it as more or less kind of disposable. Even if I do buy like kind of like bigger, heavier duty, more quality stuff, I still end up throwing it away after I'm done. Because again, I only paint every so many years. So no matter how good a quality it is, if you buy it, use it once, set it into a closet or your garage or something, the odds of it still being really good 5 years later is pretty slim. So instead of buying expensive stuff this time around, I just kind of got this like little, again, I'm not sure if they call it a starter set or not, but kind of little bitty, I guess you can call it a starter set for now. But as far as what it comes here, or what it has, quick little brush, and this does appear to be a pretty decent brush. You can kind of see here, it does fray out a little bit on the sides, which again, is going to be pretty common towards any brush you get, but it seems like a good quality bristles. It does have the metal on here, so it's not like you're using cheap plastic. Even the handle itself is made out of wood. So it does appear to be a good quality brush they put in here for you. They have another one here. It's basically a sponge. You can kind of use this to go around the edges of your baseboards, your ceiling, things like that. Again, you can kind of use these pretty much interchangeable if you're going around edges. Again, I generally prefer just a normal standard brush, but this does have its purpose, so I'm glad they put it in here. Over here, you have a convenient little can opener. Opens up your can of paint. Again, pretty standard. Oh, throwing stuff around here. So nothing really to talk about on this one. Looks pretty standard. Has a little hook here. Area to grab. Again, pretty self-explanatory. You stick this in the side of your paint can, pry it open. So nice that they put that in there. Again, think about this as a starter set if you just don't have anything around, which again, I never do when I'm painting. Again, I only paint, again, maybe every 5 years or so. So everything I do have sitting around, and that time frame is usually gone or it's not good anymore. So it's nice to have something available where you can just buy the whole thing all at once. Here's one with a paint stir, one stick here to stir your paint. Again, made out of wood. Again, pretty standard. Stick that in your paint, give it a stir, get everything going. You have two different ones of these, which is also nice. Here's one that came on the actual roller. And the roller itself is surprisingly heavy. I mean, it seems like a pretty good quality roller. So I'm very, very happy with the weight of this. And even this right here, it feels pretty soft and spongy. Yeah, this is the exact same thing. It's just a replaceable one. So whenever you're done with this one, you can take that off. You have one to replace it with. So that is nice as well. Smaller version. Now this here, again, I'm not a painter by trade. So I'm not going to say this is completely new to me. I've painted before, but it's not something I do regularly by any means. There we go. Slides right on there. Kind of same idea. Whatever that's good and full or you're done with it, pops right off. Put another one on. Again, you got a nice little hole there so you know where to put it. Slides right on there and boom, there you go. This one here is not as heavy duty as the one over here. You can tell this one actually put some effort on. I would not be surprised if you bought this particular brand of roller by itself. This is probably the one they sell. Again, I do not know that. I'm just guessing based on the quality of it. Again, this has a lot of heft. And I just now noticed this, I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. It should. You kind of see that's threaded inside. So the reason they thread that is if you have tall walls or whatever the case may be, you can get generally a wooden handle. It's kind of like a mop handle basically, or a broom handle. And you can screw it into this so that way this can reach tall ceilings and so on. This one over here, again, they didn't really put that much effort into it. Doesn't look like there's no threads. This one's very lightweight. Again, they put the holes in here so you can hang this, but this is not something I would consider really a quality product. I mean, it's going to get the job done, so it would not deter, I think that's the word, deter me from buying it. But again, this is not really a heavy duty product here. It's not really a keeper. Again, this one on the other hand feels very sturdy, very good. All right, so let's see about this part here. Pretty standard. It's going to get the job done again. I mean, you're not looking for anything too high tech on something like this. This is relatively thin. I mean, you kind of see it there when I push my thumb through it, it kind of goes. So this is not anything heavy duty, not something you're probably really going to keep. So out of everything here, there are a few quality items. Again, this I would consider a quality item. Again, I'm not a painter by trade, but this does feel like something that you would keep. Again, for somebody like me, I kind of treat all this stuff as kind of disposable or one-time use. Again, I don't keep this stuff because I don't paint often enough. And if I do put it in my garage, I'm either going to lose it or it's not going to be good by the time I get around to it. But this, I would consider a quality product. This, not so much. This, again, a little bit cheaper. Stir stick, I mean, it's a piece of wood. Not really too much you want to do with this one. This, I have, in all honesty, I've used these, but I'm not using them very often. So I can't really give you an educated opinion on what I think about this. If I just had to tell you something, I would say this feels pretty lightweight. It does feel pretty cheap, to be honest with you. My guess would be this is not probably something you would keep. Feels pretty low quality. This, on the other hand, feels pretty good. If I was going to buy a brush, just standalone, just buying a brush, you know, just for the sake of painting, this is the quality I would expect to get. So this one I would consider a pretty good quality product. These, again, I'm not a painter by trade, so I'm not educated at all on this type of stuff, but I would assume this is good. It feels good. They went through the effort of adding a little decoration to it, so I'm assuming these are probably pretty good quality stuff. Over here, again, piece of metal, use to open a can. It's heavy. It doesn't bend. I'm sure if you put some oomph into it, you probably could, but you're not bending that easily. So I would consider that a good quality product as well. So they do got a little bit of mix in there. So if you are looking for a, you know, again, a starter kit, starter set, wherever you want to call this, I would definitely recommend this one, guys. So I hope somebody out there got something from this video, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.